Treasurer Josh Frydenberg wants industry chiefs to pressure state governments to stick to the national reopening plan. Live to Jonathan Lee in Canberra now. Jonathan, the coalition is highlighting the ongoing economic cost.
Yeah, Pete, and it's a substantial cost, billions of dollars in terms of GDP to the nation, and just exactly what the federal government is also spending in propping up states. And Josh Frydenberg also made the point when you spoke to him a few minutes ago that there's a shadow pandemic taking place here. It's also the mental health toll, especially in Victoria. You asked him about the pressure now being placed on premiers, and there's no doubt this was all about garnering allies here, trying to make sure that the states follow this national plan. And he's also acutely aware of the fact that the national accounts will be out this week, and the nation really is on the verge of a double-dip recession.
The market median expectation is around 0.5% growth, but it could be a lot closer than that. But it doesn't change the fact that whatever the number is, our economy faces some challenging days ahead. We are seeing the economy lose around $2 billion a week of economic activity as a result of the lockdowns in Victoria and New South Wales. And the federal government alone is putting more than $1 billion of fiscal support into the economy, both for businesses as well as households. This is an unsustainable amount of economic support for our economy to see indefinitely. We just can't keep doing it.
Pete, and as the federal government tries to ramp up pressure here, Mark McGowan, the Western Australian Premier, in the past 24 hours has made it very clear he won't be bringing down the borders once the states reach those crucial 70% and 80% vaccination thresholds.
I mean, we are not living in a cave. We are the most free and successful community in Australia today. I mean, they're just in cloud cuckoo land if they think Western Australia is somehow holding back the national economy. We are not. We are supporting the national economy. But what I don't want to do is, when we get to 70% two-dose vaccination, deliberately infect our citizens. It doesn't make any sense, because hundreds of people will then die.
Pete, part of this I think is significant. We also read in The Australian today that elective surgeries type 2 and 3 have been suspended for the better part of a month in Western Australia. What that shows is that their health system is already under tremendous stress. It's probably a very large part of the reason why Mark McGowan is so concerned about COVID getting into his state.
Meanwhile, Jonathan, perhaps not surprisingly as well, the government has taken a hit in its popularity.
Yeah, we'll move through this one quickly, Pete, in terms of the polling. The latest news poll shows the federal coalition is certainly doing it tough at the moment. We'll show you on the screen what it means. Primary vote down 3 points for the coalition to 36%. That's the lowest level since 2019. Labor up 1. That's the first time since 2018 they've recorded a result in the 40s. Two-party preferred. Labor extending their lead 54 to 46. And it might be a silly point to end on, Pete, but I noticed Josh Frydenberg is now sporting a heavily shaved head, considering he's staying at the lodge with the Prime Minister. I wonder if Scott Morrison is now also doing his haircuts.
Should have asked him that. That's a good one. What an image. What a visual that is. Jonathan.
Cooking dinner, cutting each other's hair while the wives are away.
Exactly. Talk to you soon.